Listen up, folks. I'm going to make this real simple for you. Do not let your insurer or the adjuster for the insurance company dictate the repairs to your automobile. Your insurance adjusters do not repair vehicles. They do not know how to repair vehicles. You do not want to take their word on how a vehicle should be repaired. You need to pick the right shop and then trust that shop that they have your best interest at heart.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Airing of Grievances. My name is Eric Reamer, that's Robert Grieve, and it goes without saying that we're thrilled that you are here hanging out with us
Grateful
today.
beyond belief.
Absolutely. And today's going to be a great day, but before we actually get into the video, let's ask you, if you would please, to take just a moment, click that thumbs up. That tells YouTube that this is something that is worth sharing. And of course, if you haven't yet subscribed, and we know that about 50% of our viewers have not subscribed yet, you can click that button as well. That, again, helps the whole algorithm, and YouTube shares this with other people. With that being the case, I want to say happy Saturday to you.
Happy Saturday to you and my dear friends.
Absolutely.
Happy Saturday to you.
Yes,
Thanks so much for being here with us.
All right. Now, Rob, we have a pretty in-your-face, provocative kind of video for the people today. And
This happens every day.
I'm telling you, I'm just shocked by it.
And it's buyer beware.
Yes. All right, Rob, so tell us, set the stage for us on this story, and I'm pretty sure you're going to learn a new word today.
Maybe. Okay, so here's the thing, folks. Again, this is a consumer-based video series that we do. So we're
Yes.
talking to you, the consumer. We love all our shops that tune in. Thank you so much. Thumbs up to you guys and gals. But as a consumer, and I'm sure some of our body shop friends will type in here to agree with what I'm saying. Your insurance adjusters do not repair vehicles. They do not know how to repair vehicles. You do not want to take their word on how a vehicle should be repaired. You need to pick the right shop and then trust that shop that they have your best interest at heart.
Right.
Lots of videos that we've done on how to pick the right shop and what to look for and how to become confident in where you're taking it.
Sure.
So on and so forth. But in this particular case, the adjuster is steering the guest down the wrong road and is going to ruin their car. Ruin it.
That's a big claim. It's wow.
Happening. It's happening right now.
Okay.
Not here though.
So let's frame this up. Somebody brought a brand new Subaru
2023 with the temp in the window.
Okay. They brought it to us.
Mm-hmm.
And the insurance company in question wrote an estimate for it.
Well, we wrote one and sent it to them with the pictures and explanations and all the rest of that. They did come out and look at the car, physically look at it.
Okay.
Which I happened to be here for that.
Yeah.
And explained what needed to be done and so on and so forth. And lo and behold, we get their supplement, their paperwork of what they'll approve.
All right.
Okay. So let's just take a quick look at the outside of the car.
Yeah. Whoa. T-bone steak, anybody?
Yeah, it's I will say that door did everything that it was supposed to do, and we'll cover that a little bit more in a few minutes. If you open the door, you see that the rocker panel, where your sill plate is, a scuff plate, whatever.
That's the bottom part of the door jamb.
Yeah, it's in the door jamb. You open it up, there it is.
Yeah.
That door crushed it. It just, when it hit that door, it crushed that.
Okay.
In addition, there's this cool little cutout here with a reinforcement behind it that also got significantly damaged. I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
And now there's shops out there that say they would repair that all day long. This, for us, is not a repairable panel. It needs to be replaced.
Okay.
All right? Especially because we put a borescope down inside of there, and which is basically a camera on the end of a cable with a video, and we went in there and we can see the inner rocker. So there's 3 pieces that make up that part is also damaged, which is high-strength steel.
Okay.
So while I couldn't...
Structural, right?
Yeah, I couldn't prove it, but it looks that way to us. The thing to do at this point is to cut that off, and then you'll clearly see the damage.
Okay.
And then the insurance company would cover it. Ish. So, here's what the insurance adjuster wrote the consumer and us.
Okay.
Regarding that rocker panel. He says, the rocker panel needing to be replaced is able to be sectioned at the rear where the damage is. Thus, with the difference, a lot of the labor involved in replacing the full panel is not needed, such as removing the instrument panel, steering wheel, front airbags, causing the difference in the estimate. So, in order to make it less, pay less.
Less expensive. Okay.
Less expensive for them, covering the vehicle. They want to section this, just put a piece in of this rocker panel. That's not the way Subaru says they want it repaired. And I mentioned that when it was here.
Okay.
That it needs the full rocker.
Sure.
And the manufacturers, as if you've seen any of my videos, we go to the manufacturer's procedures and they tell you exactly what they want.
Right.
So let's take a look at the manufacturer's procedures real quick.
Yep.
And you'll see, you can clearly see that panel. And you see these squiggly lines on the front, in the center, and across the rear of this lower panel.
Yes.
That's where you're supposed to cut the panel off. So this is the removal process.
Okay, so they acknowledge that there's a time when you might need to remove that panel.
Yeah.
And this is where you cut.
Right.
Okay.
Now, what the adjuster is suggesting is that we cut here.
Oh.
And I'm sure you'll put some sort of a visual there.
It's already there.
But there's no squiggly line there.
No.
It's clear that they want that whole panel put in and it not sectioned. And they even have procedures for that, statements on structural repairs and all the rest of this.
Yep.
And they say follow the procedures in the manual.
Imagine.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. This picture is of how you install it. And you see, you know, a tighter knit squiggly line going across all those areas. It's the whole piece.
That's where you would weld it.
Yes.
And it looks like all those little dots over there are probably weld spots as well. Right?
They are spot weld, squeeze type resistance weld.
Yeah.
It could be a combination of a few different types once you get into the numbers and stuff. But they're very specific, what kind of welds, where they want the welds, how many welds,
right?
What type of everything, what type of equipment, even down to the welding wire they specify, and the gas on the welder.
Okay.
So they're very specific on how they want these things done.
It certainly sounds like it.
So that was, let's just call this September 8th that he sent this reply to our supplement.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
That same day that we received his supplement and his comments, we wrote him back. And it says, "Good morning. I have attached a screenshot of the document I have from Subaru on the rocker panel outer replacement. I do not see anywhere in the Subaru body repair manual where it says you can section this panel. I've also attached the Subaru position statement on structural repairs, which states only use their published procedures. If you can provide the document from Subaru that states the rocker is able to be sectioned outside of these published cut lines, I'd greatly appreciate it," which we already know that there is no other procedure.
Sure.
And so that was sent the same day.
Okay.
And so, again, we're talking about an adjuster. His job is not to repair the car.
Right.
or how to instruct on how to repair the car. That is the shop's job and the shop's liability as how they repair it.
Sure.
He's lying.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
And he had an opportunity to not lie. So we sent that the same day. That was the 8th. 14 days later,
Are you kidding me?
he replies, I got a response on this. We are good to change it to the full replacement time on the next supplement. So that same day, we reply, excellent, thanks for the update. Can you please send the updated supplement now so that we can contact the guest with their updated out-of-pocket expenses and see if we can get this vehicle back in process. He left a lot of stuff off this estimate.
Okay.
That's required. His response to this was, the process has changed for supplements. They can't do supplements anymore until we send the paperwork back into them requesting a supplement. So, we send the paperwork back in requesting a supplement. Because he's already here. He's already said it. I got a response. We're good to change it to a full replacement time on the next supplement. Well, the next thing we know, the supplement's been canceled.
Wait a minute. The supplement's been canceled. What does that mean?
That means that that particular adjuster came out on another car, and we said, weren't you supposed to be looking at this one? And he said, well, the consumers decided to take it someplace else, so we've canceled the supplement, and we're moving the vehicle to another shop.
Are you kidding me? You know, it strikes me as shady in the extreme.
It's certainly not good faith.
Right?
So now this guest goes through another week of trying to find a shop to take it to. And everybody is months out.
Yeah.
They can't even, most of them won't even take a tow in because the car's really not drivable. And he keeps calling us. What should I do? I'm like, well, we're here to fix the car for you and fix it properly.
Right.
And they're, you know, when the guest tells us something, we have to take it at face value. But when we talk to the adjuster, he says something different. So who knows what's going on in the background. But it's any place but Nylund's. Take it any place but Nylund's. And so they finally found a place for him to take it to.
Okay.
Him and his manager said, this place has availability right now. Well, I can tell you, if you're taking a vehicle to some place that has availability right now in this market, be careful.
Let's go back one layer. If you're taking advice from the insurer and the adjuster's manager as to places where you can take it, be very, very careful.
Yes, very careful. So the rest of the story goes, the guest keeps calling us.
Even all the cars at the other shop.
Yes. Yes. And the other shop provided him the repair plan that they're going to use to fix the car.
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
You can hear it coming, can't you?
It's a cut and paste of what the insurance company wrote on their letterhead.
Originally.
Yeah. So this car is, and that's the repair plan from the repairer. So you have to assume that's what they're going to do.
It
And
includes probably sectioning.
it says right on there it's going to section it and
There.
per manufacturer and system times and so on and so forth. There's no such thing.
So basically, this is an insurance company pulling the strings of the puppet body shop, and the body shop, because they're in a relationship partnership with them, can't say no. And even though the guy agreed to do the job properly, went back and said we can pay less if we go with this original plan, and it's the wrong job.
It's the wrong repair for this vehicle. So I want to talk about some of the safety systems.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back and take a look at this door. And maybe you could put a circle around that area.
Yep.
That is, on the other side that you can't see, is an intrusion beam.
An intrusion
An
beam.
intrusion beam. And this is a critical part. All doors have it.
Okay.
Okay? And they're not to be repaired under any circumstances. Their job is only one thing: to stop whatever is crushing the door from coming in the passenger compartment.
Okay.
So assume maybe there's a baby seat there, or grandma, or anybody you love is sitting in that seat.
Right.
That intrusion bar's job is to stop whatever is heading that way, and it actually sucks the door. If you look at the gap up here,
Yeah, sure.
it sucks the door in and does whatever it can to prevent something from intruding into the vehicle.
Okay.
So here's a picture of what an intrusion beam looks like on another car.
Oh, sure. Okay, I see.
All right, that is a robust piece of metal,
What's it made out of?
high strength steel, ultra high strength steel. It is very robust.
Okay.
And you can see from that other door, it stopped a lot of
Force.
Force.
Yeah, sure.
you know. So on this particular car, the intrusion beam actually has an attachment on the outside that you can see.
That's the end of the
Yeah, it kind of bolts onto it.
Okay.
Okay. And then it hooks into that piece right there
Oh, sure.
to make sure that door is not going to allow somebody inside. All these safety systems are built to protect you.
That place where it's designed to be, latched in.
Yeah.
That's part of the rocker panel.
Yes.
And it goes back to the hole that we talked about, which is clearly
Right
stressed
there.
and damaged.
Yeah. And so is the reinforcement behind it.
Yeah.
Let's remind everybody, 2023
Brand new.
still has the temp on it.
Yeah.
And it is going to be cut in places that it's not designed to be cut in. It's going to have parts welded in that they're not designed to be welded in there, which compromises all these other safety systems.
Yeah.
And why is it going to happen? Because an adjuster thinks it's the right thing to do when he has no business even commenting on it. And they're saving money. Now they've talked another body shop into doing that unsafe repair. And this consumer, his nightmare has only just begun.
Yeah, no kidding.
So here's the thing, folks. Stop listening to the insurance adjuster. Pick the right shop. Trust that shop. Trust but verify. Ask. He asked to see the procedures. Here's the procedures. If it's a good shop, they should be totally transparent and show you exactly why they're doing what they're doing,
Right.
and the supporting documents to say this is the right way to do it.
Yeah.
The shop that this thing is at is not going to be able to do that. And talk about diminished value.
Oh,
This car is it's going to be ruined. It's going to be ruined for the sake of saving some money.
saving the insurance company some money.
Not you. You had to pay your premiums and pay your deductible, but they're going to cheap out on your, in my opinion, safety, because you can see clearly that this is a functional hole
Yeah.
that is meant for that door to fit in there just right and protect whoever is sitting in that seat from something coming through.
Right.
And we're going to just cut a piece off and lob it in there.
No, that's not good.
So
Wow.
that's what I have for today, folks. Your insurance adjuster does not dictate how repairs are done. They may dictate how much they're going to pay, but there are ways to fight that if it's not the right thing. If you're at the right shop, they will assist you in getting through that process.
Yeah.
It's a daily grind today. I don't know what else to say.
Wow.
There's plenty of shops out there that will do the right thing.
Yeah.
Not easy necessarily to find, but we'll certainly help you if you're in need of something. And I'm working with several people across the country, getting them lined up with the right shops to get their car fixed properly.
Yeah,
So.
it's important. Well, thank you, Rob, for
Yep.
bringing this to us. Happy Saturday to you.
Happy Saturday to you, my dear friends. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you felt that this was valuable. If you did, share it. Let other people know. Fixing cars is important. It's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
These safety systems built into it have to be maintained for you and your passengers. So have an amazing week. I look forward to seeing you next Saturday. God bless.